In this age of new normal, online is not your only option. Because new normal means new learning modalities and new learning possibilities. Let Vibal make learning offline possible with Smart Class. Smart Class contains pre-made daily modules sequenced according to DepEd's budgeted teaching and learning calendar. Each module has a specific lesson duration and has day markers to guide parents and teachers in the asynchronous learning of learners. Inside the modules available in Smart Class, you will find the following elements. First, learning competencies are identified in the module openers. Kickstarters are available to test students' prior knowledge on the subject matter. This set of activities, found at the beginning of each lesson, may also serve as motivational activities. Parents of preschool to grade 2 students will also find notes to parents which contain tips and pointers on how they can guide their child while learning at home. Redefine your students' learning experience with the integration of augmented reality technology into images and illustrations available in Smart Class, making learning more interactive and exciting. At the end of each module, Long Quiz is also available to assess students' understanding of the lesson. Smart Class also features Wrap Up, a lesson ender activity that applies the constructivism theory of learning. In Wrap Up, students are expected to summarize the lesson on their own using a graphic organizer. You may also evaluate the quality of your students' learning by letting them practice their learning in real life through GRASP's formatted performance tasks. The content of Smart Class is designed for the entire academic year, and it is available for 5 major subjects. All aligned with DepEd's K-12 curriculum and covers the most essential learning competencies prescribed by DepEd. Secure your own copy of Smart Class before classes open. Contact marketing@vibalgroup.com to know more.
Safety is of utmost importance in cases of emergencies, like health crisis. But this should not impede learning. Students should be allowed to continue learning in the safety of their homes. Vibal brings you the Smart Homeschool Kit. The Smart Homeschool Kit offers complete tools for a homeschool setup while encouraging collaboration between teachers and parents. This kit contains the following. First, Smart Wizard. These workbooks provide age-appropriate supplementary activity sheets to challenge learners' understanding of the lessons and help them put their learnings into practice. A teacher's guide that serves as a manual for monitoring the learning progress of students at home is also available in the kit. This kit also contains a parent's guide to assist parents in guiding their children while learning at home. Daily lessons are made available in Smart Class. Aside from lessons, these books feature performance tasks aligned with DepEd's K-12 curriculum, good for an entire school year. And to monitor students' learning progression at home, Smart Homeschool Kit also features the Smart HMS, an online monitoring system designed for homeschool learning with features including assignment of lessons and tasks to students and tracking of learners' progress through analytics. Get the Smart Homeschool Kit today. Email marketing at vibalgroup.com for more details.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Facebook Live Learn at Home learning session. For today's discussion, our topic would be on learning mathematics under the new normal with parents as school's key partners. Before we begin, take note of the following reminders. Make sure you are registered to the webinar to have your e-certificate of participation. Visit certificate.vibalgroup.com to generate your proof of attendance. Place your questions on the comment box allotted during the session, and they will be addressed by our speaker later on. Share the video using hashtag LearnAs1PH as our official hashtag to our Vibal webinars. Experience learning, Kavibal. And now, to proceed with our session this evening, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our distinguished speaker. He obtained his Bachelor of Science in Mathematics for Teachers at the Philippine Normal University, Manila. He had his 36 units of MA in Education with specialization in mathematics in the same institution. He had 7 years of teaching experiences here in the Philippines, both in the basic education and tertiary level. Currently, he is a cultural exchange teacher under the program of the Educational Partners International, or the EPI. And he is also a youth mental health first aider certified by the National Council of Behavioral Health in the USA. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our speaker for tonight, Mr. Arnold-John Bulanadi.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Philippines. We are now on a new learning session under the Vibal group entitled Learning Mathematics Under the New Normal with Parents as School's Key Partners. I'm Mr. Bulanadi. My former students in the Philippines call me as Sir AJ. I'm currently a cultural exchange teacher here in the United States, teaching middle school math at Duval County Public Schools in Florida. So on this topic, we will encounter basic ideas on how the parents will serve as key partners in the learning of the students in the distance learning. I will also discuss basic ideas, um, how this learning mathematics will be implemented at home through the help of the parents as well. Hindi magiging limited itong discussion on the parents itself. I will also give strategies, tips, and techniques that I learned from here to enhance student engagement, especially when we go through the distance learning. So the discussion will focus on the transition from the traditional classroom to distance learning, specifically on modular or online learning. I will not dip into radio or TV instruction or other form of modalities because we will focus only on the basic learning strategies or modalities in teaching, specifically when the students are at home. Okay, so we'll start from this. Okay, I'll give you time to think about this, and we will start on this note. So the journey of education in the new normal begins with the realization that you have a big role in the learning delivery for your child as parents and as school's key partners. So on this time, we recognize the importance of parents' involvement in the delivery of learning. So right now, ang mga parent ay ini-encourage natin to fully engage, to fully involve in the new journey, specifically in the distance learning. Kailangan makita natin dito na yung mga parents ay ma-guide natin, especially for those teachers who are watching right now, all the school administrators, na we also prepare them to implement this distance learning at home. So this learning delivery, we recognize na itong mga parents na to ay magiging katulong natin, magiging kaagapay natin, at binibigyan din natin sila ng importance dahil wala tayong ibang aasahan, especially for teachers and school administrators, are ma-engage lalo yung mga parents natin. And for those who are parents watching right now, you need to reflect. Ano ngayon yung gagawin ko? Ano ngayon yung participation ko? Ano yung magiging gampanin ko? At para makatulong ako sa aking mga anak, at lalo-lalo na sa mga teacher at school administrators na ma-implement ng maayos itong distance learning. Hindi magiging madali dahil lahat sa atin ito ay bago. Dadaan tayo sa may mga challenges, may mga obstacles, pero kailangan nating ma-realize na meron tayong role. For parents watching right now, yung role na to ay hindi magiging madali rin since hindi lang basta yung education yung iniisip din natin sa bahay. You also dealing with economic problems or yung pag-cope up natin sa pandemic. Pero ngayon, tinitignan natin na kayong bilang mga parent ay malaki yung importansyang gagampanan ninyo para maging effective itong distance learning na mangyayari ngayon. So, one of the key elements of learning mathematics in the new normal ay kayo. So, from face-to-face learning to distance learning, modular or online learning, malaki yung pagbabago. Kasi before, especially for those parents na may mga anak sa elementary level, inahatid lang natin yung mga anak natin sa school, and then susunduin natin right after. Pero ngayon hindi na. Kasama na natin sila mismo sa bahay. So, one of the key elements in the new normal ay kayong mga parents. Okay? So, kinikilala rin natin dito na itong from face-to-face learning to distance learning ay yung transition niya ay meron kang kailangang tignan, meron kang kailangang i-prepare. Okay? So, kaya nga na dinidiscuss natin ngayon under the new normal, ano yung mga effects nito sa learning ng bata. Okay? So, from face-to-face learning to distance learning, specifically on modular and online learning, okay, kinikilala namin kayo bilang isang key element. So, the question is, sa paanong paraan? Parents will play as key partners in helping students succeed in distance learning. So, take note of that. You are key partners in this distance learning. You will be asked to take a challenging role, especially the students who work on their task in mathematics. Mararanasan din ninyo yung mga task na ginagawa ng mga teacher sa school. Minsan, darating talaga tayo sa point na bakit tayo yung gumagawa? Bakit maiisip natin, bakit tayo? Bakit pala kailangan natin itong gawin? Okay? Wala nang ibang aasahan yung mga teachers at school administrators, kundi yung mga parents din. Okay? Actually, here in Florida, after the second week of March, after our spring break, nag-fully engage kami sa online learning. At kaming mga teachers, ang bilis ng transition from face-to-face learning after a week, nag-focus na kami agad sa online learning. At wala kaming ibang inasahan din para maging fully implemented ang online learning, kundi ang mga parents. We ask them to serve as their teachers also at home, at yung mga ibang bagay na pinapagawa namin sa kanila ay, lalo na sa mga bata, ay kailangan ng tulong ng mga magulang. As also, we recognize that parents as key element because students need continued support and encouragement. Kung hindi magiging madali sa parent, lalong-lalo na sa mga estudyante. We need to encourage those students to participate, to fully engage also in the distance learning, modular man or online learning. They need support. Okay? Lalo na ngayon, malaki yung pagbabago kasi before, yung mga bata, nakikita nila yung mga kaklase nila. nakikita nila yung mga kaibigan nila. Okay? Ngayon hindi na. Mag-establish sila ng learning na nasa bahay at wala silang ibang makakausap, wala silang ibang makakasama kundi kayo, mga parent. Especially for those teachers. So you need to think also for possible ways to connect with the parents on how to support and encourage those students. Okay? Next. So as we go on, we recognize also the 3 pivotal roles of parents in the distance learning. So I put here 3 phases. So paano ba tayo mag-i-start? So let's start with the getting prepared phase. Okay? Itong getting prepared phase, ito yung nangyayari na ngayon. Okay? We have more than a month to prepare for the distance learning. Here are the most questions na pwedeng makatulong sa atin para dito sa preparation. What the parents will do? What are the things that parents will consider in the new normal? What are the needs of the children in the distance learning? Okay, on this phase, you need to prepare everything. Okay, prepare yourself, prepare your home, prepare your child, prepare everything, the tools, the materials, and so on. Okay, and as you prepare, at dumating tayo sa point on the 3rd week or 4th week of August, kung mag-start na ang ating learning, distance learning, may panibagong question naman. Hindi naman natatapos lang yun sa pagpe-prepare. Okay? How do you implement it? Okay? Paano mo siya i-implement sa bahay? What kinds of adjustment ang gagawin mo? What are the effective learning resources that will help you both for parents and the students as well? Okay? On this getting started, it's like 2 to 3 weeks or even a month to fully implement this. On this part, you need consistency. Hindi ito magagawa ng panandalian lang. Hindi ito magagawa ng, ang implementation na ito ay hindi lang pang 1 linggo, hindi lang pang 2 linggo. It takes a lot of time to fully implement it. May encounter din kayong challenges pero wag kayong mag-alala. Nandiyan yung mga teachers, nandiyan yung mga school administrators to help you. On the 3rd phase, it's moving forward. Okay? How your child be continuously or actively engaged in the distance learning. I will provide you tips, strategies, and other free resources on how you will help your children fully engage in distance learning. Okay, let's start with the first phase, getting prepared. So I put here on the preparation is the proper coordination with the school administrators, teachers, and other teaching personnel. Okay, so getting prepared, you coordinate with the school administrators. And the question is how? How you will coordinate? First, you participate in school meetings and discussion groups. Okay, so there are many social media platforms. Like for example, here we have the Vibal. We are very lucky na meron tayong Vibal group na nagbibigay sa atin ng information na at ihanda rin, i-prepare din tayo para sa distance learning na to. So there are other social media platforms. You can go to Twitter, Facebook, and so on. You participate in educational institution channels and page. For those teachers, you participate to DepEd webinars, Commission on Higher Education webinars, and schools. Okay, and under DepEd Memorandum Number 53, parents are also encouraged to participate in Brigada Eskwela, Oplan Balik Eskwela, and etc. So on these school meetings, dito mag-i-start. Okay, bibigyan kayo ng idea, ng comprehensive steps on how you fully prepare for this distance learning. Okay, hindi ito pag nanood ka lang ng isa tapos na. No, you actively participate. Hindi lang sa first few weeks ng preparation hanggang bago mag-start. Kailangan maging updated kayo sa mga mangyayari. So these social media platforms, you participate. At kung titingnan natin in participation in school meetings, nandiyan yung mga principals to guide you, the teachers will guide you para ma-prepare din kayo dun sa mga kailangan. Okay? Actually, very important yung participation nyo. Dito mag-i-start yung dito makikita ng mga ng school mismo if anong mangyayari sa mga estudyante. Kapag nakita ng mga school na hindi nag-engage ang mga parent in school meetings and in discussion groups, most schools ay iisipin na ano kayang ginagawa ng mga bata sa bahay. Since hindi nagpa-participate ang mga parent, anong gagawin nila sa bahay? So, one task of parents is to participate in school meetings. Okay? So, you prepare yourself. First, you participate in school meetings. Second, look for the school calendar of activities and class schedule of your child. As you participate in the meeting, you take note. Magsulat ka, sulat mo yung mga gagawin from the first few weeks. Okay? Kailan ang distribution ng module? Especially for those students na mag-undergo sa modular method. So when we say distribution of modules, kailan mo kukuhanin ng modules sa school? Kailan mo siya ibabalik? Okay? May nakausap akong mga former colleague ko before sa Adamson University na sila ay nagtuturo na ngayon sa public school na on weekly basis ang distribution ng module. But as of today, kailangan maging updated tayo or tingnan natin yung schedule of activities sa respective school ng ating mga anak. So on the distribution of module, nakasalalay din dito yung mga other activity sheets. Okay? So kailangan makita mo rin kung kumpleto ba from one subject to another. Ano ba yung kailangang ipasa within the week? Ano yung mga kailangang ipasa after 2 weeks? Ano yung mga kailangang ipasa after a month? Okay? For those online learning participants, or especially for those students who are enrolled in online learning activities, parents must also look for the schedule online. Okay? Ano yung schedule nila on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Okay? Kasi doon mo makikita, especially yung kung paano maglalagin yung bata. Kailan siya maglalagin sa ganito? Anong kailangan niyang tool sa araw na to? Kapag alam mo ang schedule ng bata, mape-prepare mo rin siya sa everyday routines niya. Okay? You look for parent-teacher conferences. Okay? Kailan ka pwedeng mag-approach sa mga teacher? Kailan magiging available ang mga teacher? Okay? Paano mo sila kukontakin? Okay? Also, the release of report cards. You look also for the schedule. Paano nyo i-monitor yung progress ng students? Okay? And other important matters. So on this second part of the preparation, very significant din ito dahil ito na yung mismong nag-i-start ka na i-prepare yung mga anak mo through your help. Okay? I took a snapshot of this part or pages in DepEd Memorandum number 12, series of 2020, with regards to the list of materials na pwedeng ibigay from kindergarten to grades 11 and 12. Okay? Kung magiging updated man ito, you look for DepEd memorandums online, and then with regards to teaching materials, teachers' manuals, textbooks, and so on. Ano yung mga matatanggap ng anak mo after or before the distance learning? So, ano yung mga kailangan mong kuhanin sa school? So you need also to be updated with that. Also, as part of the preparation, kailangan mo rin consider yung mga kung ang anak mo ay may varying exceptionality. So, ano yung mga certain accommodations na pwede mong hingiin with the teachers and school administrators? There are certain accommodations, interventions, remediations, lalo na sa panahon ng distance learning. Hindi lang ang distance learning ay for those regular students. Okay? Kinikilala rin ng Bureau or ng Department of Education na etong mga students with disabilities ay kailangan ding supportan at kailangan ding i-recognize. Okay? On the second part also, you look for the methods of assessment. Kasi sa assessment na to, makikita mo paano mo i-generate o i-compile lahat ng activity sheets ng bata, especially in math. How would you know na nagkakaroon ng progress ang bata? Okay? So you need to prepare also yourself on this kind of assessment. Next. I took also a snapshot from the article, Helping K-12 Schools Transition to Post-COVID-19 Times. So these are examples of scheduling online learning. Like for example, for preschool, So on week 2, since we are dealing with math, so on this part, 15 minutes will be focused on numeracy on the students. On the other part, sample elementary grade schedule, okay, Wednesday, on the week 1, okay, we focus on math. So kailangan mo makita ano yung mga klase ng bata sa bawat araw. I also put here sample high school schedule in includes junior high school and senior high school. Magiging makikita lang din natin na may changes, especially for the senior high school, because there are times na kailangan nilang mag-engage sa mga hands-on activities sa bahay. Okay? Kasi especially for those who are dealing with STEM, UMS, and etc. Okay? So third part, okay, you prepare by determining the learning modalities of instruction and assessment. So on modular method, there are other learning strategies, and it will vary from one region to another. So what I have read in one of the memorandums of DepEd, that it depends on the region. Kung paano nila i-implement from public school and private school, it depends also. Because there are private schools na talagang fully online activities. So ano yung mga instructional platform na meron doon? So first, synchronous versus asynchronous. So when we say synchronous learning modality, ito yung mga real-time na activity ng bata. So since parents, kayo ay nag-involve din sa distance learning, may mga klase na activity na ang mga bata ay magpapasa on time, on real time. Like for example, on online learning, on that moment, kailangan nila i-submit. Like for example, under the Google form, may mga questionnaires 1, 2, and 3, A, B, C, D, and kailangan nila i-submit on that moment. And then asynchronous, these are learning modalities na within a time frame. So meron siyang time frame para gamitin yung, or i-submit ng bata yung isang activity. Also, we have hybrid versus modified hybrid. Unfortunately, here in Florida, on August 3 or August 3rd, mag-start kami sa hybrid form ng learning modalities. When we say hybrid, it is a combination of face-to-face learning and online learning. Based sa schedule na nakuha namin, especially last week, naka-receive na kami ng email from our school principals in the school district. Kaming mga nasa middle school, 3 days ang kaming teacher na magpe-face-to-face learning, and then 2 days magpa-participate ang bata sa online learning. And then there's also modified hybrid. It depends on the intensity ng pag-prepare din ng mga regions with regards to this. Actually, sa pagkakaalam ko, sa face-to-face learning ay talagang hindi siya ini-encourage sa Philippines. Pero on modified hybrid, it depends kung ikaw ay ECQ or GCQ, kung paano yun i-implement mismo ng inyong region. Okay? Flipped classroom in distance learning. So, flipped classroom, so hindi siya, although flipped classroom, pwede siyang gamitin on face-to-face, but how this flipped classroom will be implemented in online learning? When we say flipped classroom, the teacher will upload videos online, and then kailangan na itong basahin or kailangan na itong panoorin ng mga bata, yung mga modules, and then right after when they have the online activity, dun na mismo ibibigay ng mga teachers, ano yung natutunan ninyo dun sa video na in-upload ko. So as you prepare also in the distance learning, be informed with the learning strategies. Ano yung mga gagamitin ka ng mga teacher para i-bring out yung learning or yung ideas and all the competencies in mathematics. Next, there are also learning platforms. So parents should also be informed with all those learning platforms. Kailangan mo ring alamin bilang isang parent yon. So what are the learning management systems? We have Seesaw for grades, for kindergarten to grade 3, Edmodo for grades 4 to 6, the Google Apps for Education, the vSmart for Vibal, the iTunes U, Blackboard, and so on. Okay, so there are also communicating tools. So prepare yourself dun sa mga communicating tools na gagamitin din ng inyong mga anak. We have Zoom, like right now, we're using Zoom, WebEx, Microsoft Teams for video conferencing tools. And for sharing of files, images, and so on, there are other platforms or tools like Facebook, Messenger. But on this time, take note also na as parents, you need also to set a limit for those students. Lagyan mo siya ng limitation sa paggamit ng mga tools na to. Okay? Walang masama ang students gumamit ng Facebook, walang masamang gumamit ang students ng Messenger. But prepare also those students na merong mga limitations na anak, etong ano na to, hindi mo to pwedeng gamitin sa ganitong bagay. I-maximize mo yung mga tools na to para matuto ka. Gamitin mo siya, lalo na pagkausap mo yung mga teacher mo sa online. Pay respect also, maging aware ka dun sa mga i-upload mong images, video clips, and so on. Okay? Be aware also with all response system like Nearpad, Kahoot, Quizlet, Mentimeter for Math, iExcel, and so on. Okay? Next. So, as for instructional guidance, there are school counselors in the school. Yung mga, on this part, you need also to prepare the psychosocial aspect, the mental health concerns of your students. Okay? Hindi, since pine-prepare din natin sila sa distance learning, yung psychosocial aspect nila, kailangan din i-prepare. At paano yun? You ask for support and assistance from your guidance counselors. They will give you certain instructions, certain tips, strategies para ma-support din yung mga anak ninyo with regards to this aspect. Okay? Actually, on this post-COVID-19 times, okay, napakahalaga nung ma-support natin to, yung social emotional learning ng bata, hindi natin pwedeng pabayaan. Okay? So next, prepare all the learning resources, tools, and technologies for your child. Okay, since we're dealing with math, what are the learning resources aside from those that I posted in my presentation? Ano ba yung mga common? You have the calculator, protractor, ruler, you have graphing paper, and so on. Okay, hindi ko sinasabing na sa online learning, lahat ay magagawa mo. Pero as much as possible, prepare everything. Lahat ng pwede mong ibigay sa bata, lahat ng pwede mong i-prepare na learning resources, textbooks, workbooks, worksheets, i-prepare mo for them. Okay? So on this part of the getting prepared, from step 1, from this phase, from numbers 1 to 5 that I indicated there, kailangan to ng mahabang ding preparation at mag-start na as soon as possible. Kaya kailangan mong ma-realize na yung role mo ay nag-i-start na. Hindi lang mag-i-start ang role ng parent pagpasok ng August 24 or August, last week of August. Right now, recognize they have a big role on this preparation. Okay? Next. Second, on the second phase is the implementation of online or modular learning. Okay? So how do you implement it? Okay? So you start as nag-approach ka na for the opening of school year, discuss with your child the current situation. Okay? Discuss the changes. Kailangan i-prepare mo rin yung emotional aspect, yung affective aspect ng iyong anak. Okay? Kasi kailangan din niya makita na hindi na siya kailangan pumasok sa school, hindi niya muna mamimit yung mga classmate niya. Okay? At ano yung mga changes? From hindi na teacher, kung ikaw ay nasa modular, hindi teacher ang pwede mong makasama as of now, ikaw muna bilang parent. So you need to discuss it. I-prepare mo muna yung bata regarding doon. So yung mga effects ng COVID-19, kailangan maging aware din, especially for those elementary students. Malaking bagay kasi sa kanila yung pumupunta sila sa school. And how if nag-transition sila from traditional to distance learning? Okay? It is your job. Okay, to start the implementation, discuss it with your child. Okay, second, okay, set up a dedicated space for learning. Okay, hindi naman sinabing malaking space, hindi naman sinabing ganon. So, ilayo nyo lang yung mga anak niyo sa mga certain distraction. Like, makakahinder or makakakot ng attention nila once they are dealing with math worksheets, math activities. Okay, modular man yan or online. So, no TV, radio, cell phones, and other gadgets. Alam naman natin, mostly yung mga bata during the summer, may mga computer games sila sa cell phones na i-discuss mo sa kanila na through hindi muna pansamantala. Mag-focus ka muna sa pag-aaral mo, and then during the screen time or after the activity, pwede niya nang gawin yun. So, like for example, here, on the modular, set up a dedicated space. Hindi kailangan, tulad ng sabi ko, hindi kailangan malaki. Okay? Bigyan mo lang siya ng specific space in your house, or maybe sa sala or sa room niya, na away from all the noise and distraction. Okay? And this part, kapag meron siyang dedicated space sa kanyang pag-aaral, mas makikita niya na, oh, kailangan ko palang gawin to. Okay? Meron akong, sa space ko na to, I have all the materials, nandito na lahat. Wala nang ibang dahilan kundi gawin ko to. So, mabuboost lalo yung confidence ng bata na gawin yon. Kasi may suporta mula sa parents. At kinikilala ng parents na ito, kailangan mo rin mag-aral. Sabihin mo sa mga anak mo na kailangan niya din itong gawin. Okay? Third, set up a routine. Okay? Since sabi ko kanina, kailangan nyo ng class schedule, may routine. So, since meron kayong routine, anong gagawin ng anak mo sa paggising niya sa umaga? Especially for kindergarten students, elementary students, they usually want the prayer, they want singing songs. Pwede kayong kumanta ng mga song na related sa math. Okay? Ano yung gagawin din niya? Meron bang lunch? Meron bang break? Meron ba akong gagawin right after this? So according to Dr. Rose Ann Hodge, an expert and psychologist, okay, children are used to structure and predictability. Keeping the structure in place is critical to maintain their learning in this time. Okay? Lalo na yung mga batang matagal na talagang nasa school, yearly, how many years na nilang ginagawa yung pumupunta sila sa school, ang laki ng changes. No? So, magkaroon ka pa rin ng structure sa bahay. Okay? Kailan lang siya pwedeng mag-breakfast? Anong oras ka magbe-breakfast? Anong oras ang lunch? Okay? Pwede ka bang magkaroon ng screen time in between? Pwede ba siyang maglaro in between? Or ang paglalaro niya ay right after? Okay? So, yung routine na to ay kailangan mo ring maging consistent. Kapag ito, sinabi mo to sa bata, kailangan throughout the month, every week, makikita ng bata, oh, ito yung routine natin. Okay? Kasi kapag ang bata ay nasanay sa routine, after how many months, kahit hindi mo na siya i-guide, especially for those in the junior high school and senior high school, kahit hindi mo na sila i-guide regarding doon. At alam na nila yung routine nila sa bawat araw. Okay? So refer also to your class schedule. Okay, on this routine, refer to the class schedule, the school calendar, and so on. Okay, next, be present with your child. Ask questions to promote creative thinking. When we say be present, hindi naman sinasabi na ito na every moment, every second, and every minute kailangan kasama mo yung andun ka sa tabi ng bata. When we say be present, give time na makausap mo siya during the distance learning. Habang gumagawa ang bata ng worksheets, ng online activities, ng modules, lapitan mo siya. If you're knowledgeable enough dun sa kanyang ginagawa, you ask question. Okay? O paano mo na-solve to? Ano sa tingin mo? Ano yung sa tingin mong kulang sa step na to? Okay? You ask question. Kasi dun mo makikita ng bata na kapag ang parent ay nandyan, may reassurance na nasa tamang track yung ginagawa ng bata. Yung simpleng pag-nod lang, pag-smile sa bata ay malaking bagay na sin sa kanila. Okay? So, be present with them. Hindi kailangan sobrang tagal, hindi kailangan every second nandyan ka. At least kahit papaano maramdaman ng bata yung presence mo na throughout distance learning, hindi lang ako mag-isa. Nandyan yung parent ko. Okay? Nandyan yung parent ko, gagabayan niya ako throughout this journey. Okay, set up a deadline for the completion of math activities. Okay, so since you're establishing a goal, so yung deadline mahalaga rin yon. Kasi since lalo na yung mga nasa module, kung ang submission niya ay weekly basis, bigyan mo rin siya ng deadline. Before that day, kailangan tapos na to. Or hours before the submission, kailangan may bigay mo na to. Kasi kung hindi, madadagdagan, ipa-realize mo sa bata na kapag hindi mo ito natapos at meron na namang panibagong activity, magpapatong-patong na yung activity na gagawin ng bata. Okay? Monitor your child's progress. So when we say this, you look for the monitoring and evaluation framework on basic education. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina on the phase 1. Okay, you need to establish a connection. Kasi hindi, lalo for those parents na hindi talaga aware dun sa paano i-evaluate ang mga bata or kanilang i-assess yung mga bata. Okay, you need to connect with them. Paano? Sa paanong paraan? Through social media platforms, messenger. You connect with the teachers, and especially the teacher will connect also to the students. Ano yung mga challenges na na-encounter ng bata na pwedeng makatulong din yung mga teacher na i-guide din sila. Not only you, kasi yung hindi natin 'to magagawa ng tayo lang. We need also the help of everyone. Okay? So in monitoring your child's progress, connect with all those people na pwedeng makatulong sa iyo, the school administrators, teachers, and other teaching personnel. Okay? Focus on your child's effort to promote growth mindset. Okay? On the implementation, one activity na natapos ng bata, you support it. Bigyan mo siya kahit papaano ng ano na, you finish one problem, you can do more. Naniniwala ako na kaya mo. Okay? Yung hard work, kailangang i-establish mo yan. Mahirap, lalo na sa math, kasi kung titingnan natin, kung yung mga bata pumapasok sa school, minsan mahirap na sa kanilang lesson sa math, how much more kung nagiging modular lang siya at walang nag-explain sa kanya. So you need to promote growth, you need to establish growth mindset to them. Kasi yung growth mindset na to magbibigay sa kanila ng idea na you need to grow. Hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon may mag-guide sa iyo, or di sa lahat ng pagkakataon ito yung gagawin mo. So on this growth mindset, sasabihin mo sa kanila na may mga bagay na hindi natin nakukuha ng madali, hindi natin nasosolve ng madali, especially for math. Okay? Ito yung tinatawag nating mga phobia or paranoia with regards to solving math problems. So encourage mo lang yung bata na gumawa ng gumawa. Okay? Wala namang mawawala sa atin eh. Pero yung bata, encourage mo lang sila na hindi ka kailangang malugmo. Kung nagkamali ka, i-correct mo sa susunod. Kung hindi mo siya natapos on time, mag-exert siya ka mo ng extra time para ma-finish siya within the day. Okay? So, mangyayari lang to, mafu-fully implement lang to kapag nakita natin yung mga step-by-step process. Okay? On the second phase of this distance learning, on the implementation, tulad ng sabi ko, consistency. Okay? Kailangan maging consistent ka from one part to another part. Kasi pag hindi nakita ng bata na consistent ka, ay okay lang pala kay mama, ay okay lang pala kay papa. Hindi ko na rin ito gagawin. Okay? So, malaki talaga yung participation ng parents dito sa learning delivery. Okay? So, after you implement it within a month, ang tanong ngayon, paano ngayon magiging continuously or actively engaged yung mga anak? So I prepare here some tips and some steps para mag-engage lalo ang mga bata. Maging mga teachers na nanonood ngayon and to all the school administrators, you can also look for this, makatulong to sa mga bata at magamit nyo for learning delivery. First, okay, explore and take advantage of free resources, ebooks, video tutorials, and educational websites. Okay? An enhancement of student engagement, i-maximize natin kung ano yung merong technology na meron tayo ngayon. Okay? Kapag hindi natin alam, i-search natin. Pwede naman natin, marami tayong search engine na pwede. Nandyan ang Vibal, publishing online resources you can look into. There are worksheets there for math. Okay? There are also downloadable materials, puzzle, hands-on activities, and so on. Okay? If you don't have the materials, you don't have the calculator, but you have the phone, meron kang cellphone, you can search also on cellphone, the online calculator, advanced calculator, how to graph specific functions or equations in math, other educational videos, and so on. Okay, like for example, this. Okay, so you have the website of the Vival Publishing. So Learn at Home Kids, you can go to there, the text booklet, activity sheets, supplement, and so on. Okay, you can also go to other math online activities. You have the tips on how to teach it. I encourage also those math teachers there to search for Steve Borney website, marami siyang engaging activities na pwede nyo gamitin in online learning. Okay? Kung gusto mong fully engage yung mga bata, gusto mong maglaro sila, hindi naman laging through talagang fully discussion. Kung gusto nyo ng mga puzzles or trivia, you can look into this. Okay? Ito yung sinasabi kong mga graphing calculators. You go to symbolab.com, you go to factoringpolynomials.com and other mathematics learning resources. Okay? Ito yon. So, pwede mo siyang tignan, i-type mo lang yung function ng bata or yung makikita mo kung ano yung itsura ng graph. Okay? Doon mo ma-verify ng bata if tama yung pag-graph niya sa graphing paper or kapag ginraph din siya online, ano yung magiging itsura niya. So for those senior high school, like parabola, ellipse, how you would graph it, when you go to solid mensuration, meron part din sa Symbolab ng mga ways para isolve yung volumes, perimeters, and so on. Okay? Meron din tayong mga worksheets, especially parents kung merong natapos agad ng bata yung ginagawa niya and gusto niya pa talagang mag-solve, maraming downloadable worksheets. Okay? Or hindi naman ibig sabihin ng downloadable, i-print mo rin. Pero kung wala kang ganung klaseng tool, pwedeng i-search nyo lang on phone or computer and then sagutan ng bata on the paper and then on that online resource, meron din siyang answer. Okay? May mga answer din siya. So from the easy, average, and difficult questions, you can encounter all those things there. Ganun din, ang YouTube ay isang napaka-magandang resource. Like for example, how to convert metric units. So parents out there, use the YouTube. Type also on the YouTube how to convert metric units. What is the relationship of this math concept to another, ratio and proportion, and so on. Okay? So take advantage of those free resources. Lalo na sa panahon ngayon, maraming institution na nagbibigay ng mga free e-books and free learning resources para sa iba. Actually, kung titingnan din natin sa part na to, sa pag-transition natin from the traditional classroom to distance learning, naging open din lalo yung mga teachers na mag-engage din sa online, na mag-explore, kasi hindi lang sa books nakabase ang learning ng math. So, maraming mga simulations, learning activities, and other engaging math worksheets online. So maximize those things at sa pamamagitan nun, okay, magiging engaged lalo yung mga bata. Kasi lalo na kapag paulit-ulit na ginagawa ng bata yung online pag-uusap online and then wala ng ibang activities, makakaramdam ang bata na nababagot na ako, wala na bang ibang gagawin? So bigyan mo siya ng ibang gagawin niya, encourage also your child para mag-engage sa mga free learning resources na to. Okay? So, ano pa yung mga pwede? Incorporate other effective mathematical strategies and activities. Okay? Use of flashcards. So kung hindi siguro ka or hindi ka nabibigyan ng chance also para to connect on the internet, wala kang resource para doon, wag kang madismaya. Maraming ibang tools na pwede mong gawin. Use of flashcards. You can improvise flashcard. Hindi naman kailangan binibili sa malls or something, sa mga bookstores. Pwede kang gumawa in a simple paper, the basic operations like additions, multiplication, division, and so on. So from time to time, actually, I remember nung bata ako, yung parents ko laging nagbibigay sa amin ng flashcard. So, naging kung bago kami mag-start, kailangan may flashcard muna kami. At sa flashcard na to, dun pa lang magbo-boost na agad yung thinking ng bata na kailangan ko na mag-engage sa math activities. Skip counting. Okay? So, kung after the flashcards, mag-skip counting yung bata, turuan mo yung bata, especially for those kindergarten and elementary students, na mag-process din ng skip counting. Okay? So, on this skip counting, hindi lang yun basta skip counting. Makaka-encounter ka rin ng other mathematical ideas as your child goes on with learning. Merong concept yun ng arithmetic sequence, geometric sequence, and so on. Memorization ng patterns, like multiplication table, you have the mathematical puzzles, diagrams, or graphs. So pwede rin yung gamitin ng mga parent para mapagpatuloy yung engagement ng bata dun sa learning mathematics at home. Okay? So I provide here some animated multiplication table. And then I will play like for 2 minutes. And then after that, maybe I will ask questions from the viewers kung ano yung masasabi niya regarding dun sa activity na to. So let's play this.
The multiplication table that I made in PowerPoint. If you click on any of the factors, the multiples will appear, and you can click on any factor on the top of the chart or on the left of the chart. And then to clear the chart, simply press the multiplication symbol. If we want to find the product of 7 and 6, we can see that it is 42. Or 6 and 8, the product is 48. We can click on multiple sets at once. So I see that 6 times 8 is equal to 48. In 2 places on the chart, I also see the square of 6 and of 8. We can also think in terms of equal fractions. 3/4 is equal to 6/8, or 9/12, or 21/28, or 30/40. And we can choose any number that can be interpreted as a fraction. 3/8 is equal to 6/16, or 18/48, or 27/72. There's some other interesting options that we can use when we look at this table. The products, there are many odd numbers and many even numbers, but where are they? Well, let's find out. All of these products are even numbers. All of these products are also even numbers. And very quickly, we can find the odd numbers on the multiplication table. Here's another interesting observation. If I click on any 2 consecutive numbers and any 2 consecutive numbers here, and I look at the products, I notice that there's an interesting relationship between the sums of the numbers that are related diagonally. So 21 plus 24 is equal to 45. 18 plus 28 is equal to 46. The difference is 1. Let me choose 2 other numbers. 8 and 9 and 3 and 4. So 32 plus 27 would be 59. And the sum of 24 and 36 would be 60. And again, the difference is 1. There are many, many interesting relationships to discover on this chart. If I choose any 3 numbers, let me choose 2, 5, and 7, and then any number here, I see that 10 plus 25 is equal to 35, or 18 plus 45 is equal to 63. Another interesting relationship on this chart. There are many other relationships to be discovered. This is my interactive multiplication table, and I made this using PowerPoint.
Okay, so may ask, siguro bigyan natin ng time yung mga parents and teachers out there. Ano ba kaya yung mga ideas na pwedeng gamitin dito sa animated multiplication table na to? Okay, so may ask Ms. Kiana for responses online or for other mathematical ideas na nakita nila dun sa multiplication table.
Okay po, sir. Sir Arnold, we have here some responses from our participants for a while lang po. So we have here from Miss Alexandria Andaya. Sir, the application is convenient po. We can give examples on money computation. So that's one of the comments po.
Perfect.
Then we also have here Mr. Vic Flores. Sir, is it an application? It is a useful tool for online teaching ng multiplication table. Less time for teachers and parents to prepare their teaching materials. Useful po ito, sir. Yan.
That's correct.
Then, yes po, we still have here comments, sir, from Miss Andrea Kiliao. So the comment, sir, is, sir, this is useful especially for grade 3 in the public schools. Yan po, sir.
Okay, actually hindi lang kung wala ka sa online learning, you can also print this, or you can like parents, you can create this table on a sheet of paper. So, and then let your child identify all the mathematical patterns that they can see in the table. You can see their skip counting, multiples, you can add numbers, like for example right there 10 plus 25 equals 35, 18 plus 45 equals 63. You can also go there with concept of equivalent fractions. That 10 over 25 is equivalent to 18 over 45. 25 over 35, okay, and is equivalent to 45 over 63. So there are concepts of equivalent fractions there. What other arithmetic sequences? You have also concept of perfect square numbers. You can also see there on the diagonal part, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, the intersection between the two same numbers, 5 and 5, 25, that result to a perfect square number, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, and so on. Okay, so on this part, you can also use this, especially din sa online learning activities. Pwede nyo rin itong gamitin. Like for example, may nag-teacher na nagsabi, you can also use this for grade 3 students. That's good. So you go to free learning resources, marami pang ganyan na makikita mo na pwede mong gamitin, not only on paper. Kasi kapag paper lang, yung nakikita niya na mag-solve ka ng ganito, here's the instruction, bigyan mo siya ng other materials na kapag nakita niya, ano kayang meron dito? Ano kayang pwedeng gawin ng bata rito? So, on this part, especially kung hindi naman din ang parents ay wala talaga sa bahay, for example, anong mga pwede mong gawin? You can ask your child, sulat mo yung mga nakikita mong pattern, and then right after pag-uwi ko, gusto ko makita kung ano yung mga nakita mong pattern dyan. Sige, identify natin kung tama ka. Kung hindi naman, use your calculator. Ask your student to use other mathematical tool with regards to that. So, marami pang pwede rito na concept as you go on from basic math concept to higher math concept na pwede mong i-apply dito sa an animated multiplication table. So, on this part, maghanap lang kayo na sa mga pinrovide ko kanina ng mga sites. Mostly yun ang mga ginagamit ko rito sa US na pwede kong, since I'm teaching intensive math, so yun yung mga resources na ginagamit ko. So pwede makatulong sa inyo. Next, okay? You can also look for puzzles. Okay? Kung ang mga bata gusto mo rin mag-engage sa ibang way na matatackle mo rin dito yung other concept of math. Like for example here, okay, we have clues. Clue 1, clue 2, clue 3, clue 4. Okay, so first clue, the number is less than 70. The answer does not include digits 1, 3, or 5. The answer is odd number. The answer is a prime number. Okay, Miss Kiana, you can ask also the viewers out there, what do you think is the number described on those clues?
Sige po, sir. Waiting for responses po tayo. Sir, one of the answers po is 67. I think our viewers are still computing.
Okay.
Sir, one of our viewers even said it's 1.
1. The answer does not include the digit 1, and 1 is not a prime number basically.
And some of our viewers are saying that it's difficult.
Okay. Actually, on this part, thank you, Ms. Kiana. There, on this kind of learning activity, ito yung mga klase ng questions na hindi lang isang sagot ang hinihingi sa bata. Meron pang mga other answers na pwede. Kailangan din matatakal din dito yung concept ng number theory or basic mathematical ideas on concept of prime numbers. What are prime numbers? What are odd numbers? Okay? Ano yung ibig sabihin ng less than? Okay? When we say less than, kailangan ba hanggang 0? So, tingnan din natin, may figure na binigay. So, what are those numbers? So, for those, sige, bigyan natin sila ng pagkakataon na magbigay ng answer. So kung sino yung makakapagbigay sa akin ng complete answer for those part, send it to my email ajbulanadi@gmail.com and I'll give something to you. Okay, again, if you have an answer for that learning activity, send it to ajbulanadi@gmail.com. I will post later my email address, and then give it to me, and then I'll give you something kapag nasagot mo yung lahat ng mga numbers na hinihingi sa kanya. Okay, so another activity is the splat. So on this part, magiging engaged dito yung mga bata, lalo na for those visual learners na gusto nila nakikita nila. At the same time, merong concept ng mathematics dito. So like for example there, how many circles are there in each splat? Okay, how many circles? So we have 7 circles outside those splats. So since we have 4 blackened splats there, ilan siguro yung bawat isa? Okay, so say 19 minus 7 is 12, and then we have 4. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. So there are 3 circles in each splat. That's the basic one. So paano mo naman siya i-upgrade? So the question now is, create a mathematical function or mathematical equation that represent that splat. So may I ask Ms. Kiana, may I ask the viewers if they can create mathematical equation or mathematical function with regards to those splat.
Okay po, sir. We're still waiting for responses from our viewers. One of our viewers said that the math challenge is difficult.
Now, this is only a strategy for those two teachers also na i-level up nila yung paggamit ng mismong learning activity from the basic concept on operation like subtraction and then you divide, and then to create to higher learning in math, you can use that learning activity in algebra, create mathematical equation with regards to that learning splat. Ms. Kiana, do you have an answer there?
As of now, sir, we only have greetings and congratulations. Some viewers are saying it's a challenging activity.
Okay, so I'll give one. So like for example there, we can use that especially for those teachers out there. Pwede nyo siyang gamitin like for creating mathematical equation. So let x be each splat. So that will be 4x plus 7 equals 19. So you can increase the difficulty of the learning ideas with respect to those mathematical activities. So marami pang ganyan. You can search on free learning activities aside from ibigay mo lang sa bata paano mag-solve ng x, paano mag-create ng function, paano mag-create ng equation, paano mag-determine ng odd number. Okay? Bigyan niyo siya ng mas engaging na activity na magbo-boost lalo ng kanilang critical thinking. And also you can use this as collaborative activities for those students na kapag nasa online ka, you can ask them and then make suggestions, trial and error and so on, and then that's it. Okay, so next, how you will engage those students. So celebrate simple progress. So hindi ano yung mga pwede natin gawin? Give token, something like, lalo na sa mga nasa kindergarten and elementary students, mahalaga sa kanila na kinikilala nyo yung progress nila. So, it's like a positive reinforcement na talagang, oh, dahil nagawa mo to, ang galing mo anak, tuloy mo lang yan. Ito, para to, binibigay ko to sa'yo, continue mo lang yung, ano mo, nakikita ko yung improvement mo. Celebrate it. Wala namang mangyayari or something na doon. At malaking bagay yung sineselebrate mo yung mga simple progress. Kasi doon nakikita ng bata na kinikilala rin ng parent na may nangyayari or may natatapos ako. Celebrate informal learning. Okay? Anong ibig sabihin nito? You use that mathematical concept na sa mga household chores and activities ng bata. Like for example, kapag magtitimpla siya ng juice, how many teaspoons ng powder ang kailangan niya and how many with relation to how many glasses of water. Okay? So ilan yung magagawa niya kapag ganito? You can also you can use the concept of ratio and proportion there. Okay? So for those students na nanonood ng mga TV, like for example, the percentage, okay? Nanonood siya, okay? Like for example, the satisfaction rate or dissatisfaction rate of government officials. Okay? So like for example, nakita niya na the satisfaction rate is 90%. So you can ask, especially for those parents na medyo knowledgeable enough naman for those kind of activity, you can use that. Like for example, 90%. O anak, ano yung conversion kaya ng 90% into decimal? Okay? At those time, hindi mo napapansin na nakakapag-generate ka ng learning ideas with respect to math. Na somehow from nakikita ng bata, oh, nag-a-apply ko pala siya in real life. Okay? Yun naman ang importante sa math eh. Not only the basic ideas na kailangan makita ng bata. Na on this part, mas lalong magiging engaged ang bata pag nakikita niya na ina-apply ito sa real life. Okay? So if you can observe on the most essential learning competencies, is most of them are inclined or anchored to application in real life. Ano ba yung kailangan nila sa bawat araw? Okay? So paano mo ngayon siya ibibigay? Kung hindi mo naman maipakita yon on that part, you can ask also them, oh, sa tingin mo anak, paano mo ito i-apply in real life? Like for example, addition. Okay? Or you engage lang sa mga coins. Okay, gamitin mo siya for basic operation, addition and subtraction. If you want division, for example, ito yung sinasahod ng papa mo. Oh, nagtatrabaho siya in 10 months. Magkano kaya sa tingin mo yung sinasahod niya sa loob ng isang araw? Okay? At doon makikita, marirealize din niya na, oh, laki pala ng sinasahod or hindi pala sapat ng sinasahod. At this may realization na I encounter mo rin yung other social issues aside from learning mathematics. Maraming kang ideas na pwedeng gawin to level up yung mathematical concepts sa bahay. So not only on the modules, not only on the internet, okay? Most especially tayong mga parents, i-engage natin lalo yung mga bata na gamitin siya in real life. Sa may mga tindahan or something na meron kayong or open yung mga business ninyo, isama nyo or ipakita mo sa anak mo na ito yung kinitangan nyo ngayong araw, especially na mga nasa senior high school, magkano kaya yung deficit, magkano yung profit na nakuha niya. Okay? At sa pamamagitan niya, na-apply din ng bata yung learning niya na nakuha in the previous years. Okay? So, dun lalo na magiging engaged yung bata sa learning sa bahay. Okay? Yeah. So, for those na nasa senior high school, you can also look for other engaging activities, the real life application of this. You can look for that site. I provided it there. And try to look for doing, like for example, Operation Lifeline, how you apply proportional reasoning and 3D figures and so on. Okay? So, those are the additional resources and readings na pwede nyong basahin, especially parents, teachers, and school administrators in this online learning. So let's go back again to our reflection last time on the first slide a while ago. So it is an openness to change is required. So required talaga na yung parent ma-realize na may pagbabago na meron na siyang another role. Na aside from parent, they are also schools key partners. Okay? At kapag na-realize din to ng parent, malaking bagay ito, malaking development ito sa education ng bata. Hindi kaya to. Sa iba pang school administrators on behalf ng mga teachers and other educational institutions out there, okay, we ask for help. We encourage you to take part, to accept the challenge. Kasi kung hindi nyo natin i-accept yung challenge, magiging mahirap, lalo na sa parte ng bata, yung kanyang pag-aaral. Okay? So, for those na nakinig ngayong araw, maraming salamat. Thank you for your participation, especially for the Vibal group. Thank you for inviting me for this. And I hope mayroong natutunan yung mga viewers natin, yung mga teachers and other parents out there regarding their roles as school key partners in the learning delivery, especially in the field of mathematics.
There we have it. Thank you so much, Sir Arnold, for that very insightful and very challenging session you gave us this evening. So let's now proceed, sir, to our question and answer portion. So we have here questions from some of our viewers. First question, sir, is from Mr. Carlos San Jose. Sir, math is a challenging subject, lalo na po sa parents. how can we help our children na nasa grades 9 onwards na? Very complicated na po ang math nila.
Tulad yan ang sabi ko kanina, first, you take advantage of free resources. You look for YouTube, step by step, ibibigyan kayo doon ng mga ideas, paano i-solve yung ganong klaseng mga complicated questions. Also, you maximize the communication tools. If in case na hindi kayang i-bring out ng parents yun, i-maximize mo sa bata to communicate with their peers, to communicate with their teachers, okay? Kasi yung learning naman, kung difficult naman ang math, okay, talagang malaki yung participation na kailangan mong mag-collaborate. Hindi naman makukuha yun na kapag tinignan mo yung isang question, hindi na kaya ng bata, gawin natin. Maghanap tayo ng other communication tools or other way para matulungan din natin yung ating mga anak. Pero nakikita ko yung mga dilemma ng mga parent regarding to math. Kasi like for example, matagal na silang napag-aralan na nila to, like 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Hindi rin syempre magiging madali sa parent. Pero I encourage you to inform also your child na i-maximize yung mga technologies na meron din sila.
Okay, sir, thank you so much. Now, let's proceed po to our next question. This is from Miss Dayan Sabado. Sir, paano po kung ang parent ay hindi maalam sa subject na inaaral ng anak?
Tulad din na nasabi ko kanina, syempre, with in respect to math, syempre may mga concept talaga na mahirap i-bring out, lalo na kapag first time mo siyang nakita. Establish a connection to the teacher. If in case na hindi mo siya kayang i-bring out, you ask the help of the teachers. Kung ikaw naman ay nasa modular method, pagpunta mo sa school at kumuha ka ng mga modules, be sure also na nakuha mo lahat ng mga teaching guides or teacher's manual na pwedeng gamitin din ng mga bata.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Third question on our list. This is from Miss Stephanie Olga. Sir, paano po kaming mga pamilyang may maliit lamang na bahay, ngunit gusto po naming matuto ng maayos ang aming mga anak?
Actually, kami rin before, kung bigyan ko ng idea, we started din sa isang first floor house lang. So, meron lang, hindi naman kailangang malaki yung space para sa learning ng bata. Bigyan mo lang siya ng space niya na para makakakilos siya ng maayos. Ilayo niyo lang siya kahit papaano kung may mga kapatid siya, may mga kaibigan siya, or other technologies na makakahinder ng kanyang learning sa mga distraction. Yun naman na importante, not specifically the physical aspect na kailangang malaki yung space for learning. So, bigyan mo lang siya ng isang space na mararamdaman niya na ito yung working area ko, na parang nasa school lang ako, na meron ako isang upuan, na meron ako isang table, na meron akong working place, na meron akong learning space para sa bahay. So, yun lang siguro yung medyo ko masasuggest with regards to that.
Okay, sir. The next question, this is from Ms. Tina Alexis. How can we support or monitor our kids if both parents are working?
So if both parents are working, you can also ask for the guidance din ng mga elders or mga kapatid niya na nakakatanda sa kanya if in case na working pareho ang parents. And also, sa tulad nga ng sinabi ko, if in case naman na mangyari yun, worst comes to worst, at talagang walang maiiwan sa bata at siya lang ang gagawa, napakahalaga ng preparation. I-prepare mo yung bata doon sa online learning or distance learning or modular method. I-prepare mo siya. I-realize mo sa kanya na ito na yung transition, yung epekto ng COVID-19 pandemic, ano nangyari ngayon sa traditional going to distance learning. Kasi kapag na-realize ng bata na kailangan din niyang i-work on his or her own, at yung mga magulang ko ay magtatrabaho para sa akin at para sa kanya, so makikita ng bata na may responsibility siya. So bigyan niyo siya ng sense of responsibility na kailangan niya yung gawin. Syempre hindi yan magiging madali in the first place. Pwedeng dumaan talaga sa challenges lalo na kapag ang bata talaga ay merong certain accommodations na hindi niya magawa on his or her own. So you may ask support from elders or any guardian out there na tulungan din siya. Pero at the same time, wala namang iba kung mag-isip pa tayo ng iba pang idea. Encourage din natin na kausapin din sila after pag-uwi natin galing sa work. Ibigyan nyo siya ng simple na token na, oh, anak, ang galing mo, tinapos mo ito ngayong araw, natutuwa ako sa'yo, pagpatuloy mo lang yan. So, yun. Simple, it takes a lot of preparation, physically, sa learning space ng bata, emotionally, mentally, lahat yan covered ng preparation natin para sa mga anak.
Okay po, Sir Arnold, that's all the questions that we have for tonight. Thank you so much for your response to their queries. Sir, before we finally end the session tonight, do you have any final reminders to our viewers?
So yung mga reminders natin sa mga parents, especially, wag niyong isipin na dagdag na to na burden para sa inyo. Isipin niyo na lang na para to sa mga anak ninyo, na ginagawa niyo to para matulungan niyo yung mga anak ninyo na matuto siya in despite of what's happening sa paligid, na tuloy pa rin ang pag-aaral niya. Okay? To the teachers and school administrators, and i-recognize natin yung participation din ng parents at yung involvement nila rito. I-involve natin lahat ng stakeholders na pwede. Kasi in the learning delivery from the Bureau of Education, the Department of Education, up to sa bahay, maraming connections na pwede. Maraming pwedeng mangyari. At sa pamamagitan ng effective communication, I think maisasakatuparan lahat ng vision and mission na meron ng bawat school.
Thank you so much, Sir Arnold, for this very informative session that you have with us. Indeed, our viewers are still commenting on our post on their appreciation on the session tonight. Thank you very much, sir, for this learning session you held with us. And of course,
thank you also for the Bibal. Actually, malaking tulong na itong Vibal ay nagbibigay ng information for everyone, na mag-participate sila lalo para sa mga information dissemination, sa trainings, online trainings with them. Kasi isang Vibal sa nakikita kong very active on that part. Okay?
Ayun po. Thank you so much din po, sir, for acknowledging the efforts of the company para po sa ating mga kaguruan. At syempre, sir, this won't be possible without our Kavibal viewers who continuously patronizes our webinars from Monday to Saturday, from morning till evening. Kasama po natin sila. So, to all our Kavibal viewers, maraming salamat po. Muli, Sir Arnold, thank you so much in behalf of Vibal Group Incorporated. Magandang gabi sa ating lahat at maraming salamat.
Thank you for, I'd like to acknowledge also my program sponsor. Thank you for Educational Partners International, to all my co-EPI teachers here in Duval County, Blessed Savior Christian Academy, my wife, Mrs. Bulanadi, my family, Bulanadi Oliveros family, CCGM family, to my friends and colleagues and other educators, Adamson University Basic Education Department. Maraming salamat sa inyo at nakikita ko na magtutulungan ng bawat isa at may sasakatuparan natin yung para sa mga estudyante natin. So maraming salamat sa pakikinig, and I hope na may na-impart ako kahit paano sa inyo. Maraming salamat and have a good evening. And thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, and to all our Kavibal viewers. Good night, everyone.